Ladies and gentlemen to your action stations, I'm Admiral Y11. Hi, it's been a while. It's been a while since I've made an update video, let alone any video. I apologize. I was not intending on going for a hiatus as long as I had. But I have many reasons, and I have many plans to correct this, so we're going to get into all of that in this video. So, first of all, this video in particular, right now, the one that's happening, was a long time in development, because I kept trying to make videos like it, and I couldn't decide if I wanted it to be scripted, or if I wanted it to just be like a free thing, and I just talk and ramble about it. I just decided to go in a sort of a semi-script, where I've just got a list of bullet points right here in front of me, and I'm just going to sort of ad-lib my way through them, explaining what happened and what's going to happen and whatnot. So we're going to go down these lists now, now that I'm actually getting into this video. Primarily the thing that was the catalyst for me stopping making videos was I got involved in a TRPG campaign, and I got really distracted with it, and I invested a lot more time than I honestly should have into it, and that took a lot of time away from editing, and eventually I just lost all interest in editing or making videos because I was having too much fun with the TRPG. That was the catalyst, but in reality, I kinda stopped making videos because it wasn't really paying off much. YouTube, at first when I started out, I wanted to make something of it. YouTube was the perfect job, in essence. Yeah, I make videos, I play games for a living, I entertain people, it seemed perfect. Except YouTube, at the time I started making videos, became what it is today, or at least it started to become what it is today, whereas it's very algorithm heavy when it comes to views and who's recommended, and the copyright stuff is a whole other ballgame, and the content ID system, and all the nonsense that's going on with YouTube these days. It was starting to become a real problem around the time I started actually making videos, and eventually I just gave up. And the TRPG was the catalyst to it. It was basically it was the push over the edge, really. Later on, after I stopped at the TRPG, I had an interest in doing it, but it came in a really bad time. 2018 and 2019 for me were not the best of years. I was going through some shit, and I don't want to get into it. I'm fine now, but during those 2 years, I was straight up not having a good time. And as a result, I couldn't really find the motivation to actually make any videos, much less deal with Adobe Premiere's bullshit. Which, speaking of, I got into streaming heavily, as some of you might know from the 5 billion different videos I post about stream announcements. These videos, this streaming service, which is primarily I'm doing through Twitch, well, that might change if things keep going the way they are. I enjoy streaming a lot more than I enjoyed making videos, at least for the time, because with streaming, it's just you, in this case I'm using Streamlabs, but I used to use XSplit. Yeah, you'd boot up one of those programs, you'd capture the game, you'd sit on your PC for 4 hours, you'd commentate, and that was it. People would come and watch you, they'd donate, you'd interact with the people who came to watch you. It was fun, it was easy, there wasn't much strife to it. The only time I ever had a problem with it was when my modem went dead. And, well, I mean, that's not exactly something... It's too bad, it's not the worst thing to fix. It's annoying, but it could have been worse. Whereas with YouTube, there's a whole lot of other things to break. But the thing that broke with YouTube, of course, well, not exactly broke. It's just setup-wise, things changed. I moved to a new PC, and my new PC didn't have my old editing software. There was a whole method I had to do to get it to work. And, well, I didn't go through with it. Mostly because I couldn't find the program. So as a result, I wasn't able to actually edit my videos. I tried some other programs before I started having issues, which we'll get into, and they never seemed to really work well, so I just kind of sat put until I managed. Now, I did eventually manage to set up my old rig to work as an editing PC, and that worked well enough until the program I was using, Adobe Premiere, and an old version of it, mind you, started having some serious issues involving the resolution and the frame rates and things not wanting to export properly and things not wanting to render properly and thousands of issues that just kept pouring in and making me want to tear my hair out. And to make matters worse, I tried 3 separate programs as substitutes, and they all had their own individual issues, and it just drove me absolutely mad for at least 2 weeks. Strangely enough, those were the issues with the second Perpetuum interview. The first one I had none of these issues with. It's only when I got to the second one that it had these massive issues. And eventually I decided to update to the most recent version of Adobe Premiere instead of using a heavily outdated version, and everything works fine now. In fact, everything works better than it used to, which is great. I can render like 2-3 hour streams within an hour, have it exported, and then have it upload the same day, which is a hell of an upgrade from how I used to do things, which is I'd render it, the render would take basically half the day, I'd export it, which would also take half the day, and then I'd upload it, which would take not as much time, but sometimes making the thumbnails took a little bit of time depending on what I wanted to do with it. And of course there's the recording and the conversions of the recordings, especially the camera, because I didn't use the in-camera thing for my videos. That wasn't like my webcam like it is here. I had a physical camera sitting on top of my desk, or not my desktop, well yeah, my desktop, but it was my literal desktop tower, and recording me, because you might even see it in this video, the green screen in these programs doesn't exactly work the best, and I found that it worked really well just doing it through Adobe Premiere. I refuse to change that method though, to change back to that method, simply because it's a pain in the ass. Everything's solved though, is the point I'm trying to make. Hold on, I need water. Delicious. Stay hydrated, kids. So that's everything. After this video, I'm going to try and start uploading semi-regularly. Let me explain my plans with that, because that's the second part of this video. We're going to be doing stream highlights, primarily. Because I stream a lot, and I get a lot of golden moments from my streams, so it's a wasted opportunity not to take those highlights and do something with them. I mean, I already was doing that to begin with, when I kind of quit. But I've started, the quality's gone up a little bit from how it used to be. So I think I can do a lot more with these highlights now instead of what I was doing before. Or at least I hope I can. So it's primarily going to be stream highlights. However, and I've been kind of wanting to do these for a while. Game reviews, potentially. A lot of smaller titles, though, not like the bigger stuff. It won't be as professional as, say, like, Jim Sterling, or, Young Yeah, or who else is doing game reviews these days. But it's not going to be as silly as, say, like, Seth Zintak, or Maxor's Incorrect Summary series. I want to do something where it's got jokes. Actually, you know what? It's kind of like Mandalore Gaming, actually. If you don't know who any of these people are, look them up. They're all really good. I want to do game reviews like that. It's always been something that interested me, and we kind of got into that with the review show I did with Spario, but it was more sort of like a nostalgia critic thing with him, where I wanted to do more like game-focus-centric, like objective-focused reviews with a little bit of comedy sprinkled in. Those sort of things. You might see some of those in the future, as well as some potential interviews. The Perpetuum interviews I've done, that was a very rare opportunity, and it's the first time I've done something like that, and despite the fact that I was kind of drunk for all of them, I'm pretty sure, I had a good time talking to Inda, to Null, to Ville. I'm pretty sure I called him Vil in the video, or at least in the intro and outro. It's Ville. He even corrects me in the video when I'm too pissed drunk to understand. Despite that, I think I did a pretty good job. It's just like you can tell I'm pretty gone and slight cringe when I was editing them. Slight cringe. But yeah, no, if I can get interviews with some other indie devs out there and, you know, talk to them about their games and the development processes, I would love to do that. And of course, shitposts. Because, I do like making my shitposts. I think the last shitpost I made was the Fallout, the Big Todd's Bethesda Softworks, which I consider my magnum opus. It was on the bandwagon of 76 hate, but, I mean, come on. It's Big Bill Hell's Cars, but for Fallout 76. It works. It just works. We got all these lovely plans. Now, some of y'all might be asking, what's the upload schedule gonna be like? I used to have an upload schedule, which was 1 video a week. I tried making it 2 videos a week, and that didn't work out, so I scaled it back to 1. And now I'm thinking there's just not gonna be one. The thing is, with YouTube, I'm gonna consider it as a hobby this time around. I'm not gonna do this to be, you know, like a serious career sort of thing, because let's be honest, it's too hard. It's just too difficult to turn into a career on YouTube at this moment. That era has passed. The only ones who are really able to turn it into a career these days doing what I'm doing are the ones who have been doing it for years. It's not exactly something that's worth investing and stressing over too much, so I'm just going to treat YouTube as more like a hobby. Kind of like how I do Twitch. Twitch is a hobby, it's just an easier hobby to participate in. It's not that I don't enjoy making YouTube videos. Again, it's a pain in the ass to make them sometimes, and so it's a bit discouraging at times, but I definitely do still want to do it. So you're going to see videos uploaded, actual videos, not stream highlights, or not stream highlights, stream announcements. You're not just going to be seeing stream announcements. You're going to be seeing regular videos mixed in with it, just at an inconsistent rate. That's the explanation for where I've been. I apologize that this took so damn long to actually make. It's been like 4 years since I last uploaded a serious video that wasn't a shitpost. And I think it was an Unreal Tournament 4 video, and as much as I'd love to make more Unreal Tournament 4 videos, Epic Games canceled it. Thanks, Tim Sweeney. And before I get into a rant about Epic Games and their nonsense, though, I'm Admiral Y11, signing off. I'll see you later. Look forward to some more videos. Have a good day. Or night. Or afternoon. I don't know where you people live. Alright, y'all know the drill at this point. Like, comment, share, hit the bell button, and subscribe. YouTube likes it, so do I. Thanks for watching.